The opinions expressed in the video you are about to see are solely those of BoatTEST.com and its test captain.
Captain Rob Smith of BoatTEST.com on board the SeaCraft SC23 Tournament Edition. Now this is an SKA qualified boat. Got some interesting features on board I believe you'll appreciate too. So come on board, let's take a look.
The SC23 Tournament Edition is prepared to compete and loaded with features and elegant styling that will have you enjoying your time aboard and being noticed by those around you. This model rides on SeaCraft's famous design by Carl Moseley, who took the advantages of the Deep V and made it work better on the mid-size blue water fishing machine. The variable dead rise and longitudinal step V hull smooths the waves yet delivers a comfortable ride that allows 3 distinct planing surfaces for stability, economy, and speed. The SC23TE's dead rise is 20.5 degrees on average. The SC23TE is the first new model we've seen from SeaCraft in many years.
There's several things here in the bow area that I like and appreciate. For one, we got a nice high freeboard and the bolsters come all the way around. Keep the handrails below the top of the gunnel line so they're flush but easy to grab a hold of it when things get rough. We also have our gas fill up front, so when you're working around the fuel docks, it's easier to get to. We have storage in the floor and we have pump access up in the middle. When we get into the console here, you're going to see some very well led lines as far as all your electrical wires being put together. Mil-spec, batteries are easy to get to. You're going to love that. One thing that you have a problem with is trying to keep your life jackets readily available, which is what Coast Guard wants to see. Where you're able to put them up in here, makes them real easy to store away, but then it's real easy to put back.
Just aft the centerline forward locker is a pressurized 20-gallon bait well. Left and right of it are fish lockers measuring 42 gallons. Along the sides under the deep gunnels are rod racks for 3 rods to a side and optional reel guard carpets.
Taking a look at the center console, there's a couple of features. For one, you can see this has been powder coated. This is an option for this model. We've got 5 vertical rod mounts on either side of the console. The windshield has absolutely no variation in the window, so your nice clear view. They didn't put a frame around the top so it doesn't restrict the visibility from the top, and they minimize the restriction and visibility along the sides. Here at the helm I got a couple of features that I like already. I like the padding in the seating. The seats flip up just super simple, so you make a lot of room to easily turn around and be able to drive the boat standing up or flip the bolster back down and you got a comfortable seat. From here I have a lockable electronics bay, makes it easy to get to. All the switches are under cover, so when the water's dripping off, the console's not down on top of the switches. They have the bow trim switches right next to the throttle, which is good. You could either have them here or have them up here.
Besides a handy lockable electronics bay, this model has digital throttle and shift, Mercury SmartCraft analog digital gauges, and tackle storage below the seat.
I'll take a look at the back of the Helm Station. We've got a rocket launcher rod holders, stainless steel drink holders, which is unusual for a boat in this class. You've got a pressurized bait well.
In the aft sole locker, you have a clear look at the well-organized and labeled immersed pump system and see all the cutoffs are within easy reach. Large boxes are to either side for gear and catch. On the starboard stern quarters, a 5.5-gallon pitch well. Another optional feature, but one I like, is a removable bait station on the stern.
It really is a cool boat. A lot of cool features. One I really appreciate, single level access from the stern to the bow of the boat, which is real important when you're in a tournament.
This NMMA certified SKA tournament ready boat measures 26 feet 1 inch length overall, 21 feet 3 inches length at the waterline. She is 8 feet 6 inches across the beam and has a draft with the engines up of 23 inches. She carries 179 gallons of fuel and 9 gallons of water. The cockpit depth aft is 24.5 inches with a centerline height of 30 inches. This up a bit, the SC23 stands out from the typical center consoles I've tested by the single level access stern to bow, room for up to 10-foot fly rods under the gunnels, and 10 vertical rod storage next to the console, and even more rod storage in the console. Rod storage, fish storage, and live wells within the arm's reach of the bow and stern mean the professional doesn't have to break concentration just to turn, reach, and keep on casting. Until I have the opportunity to test her, we'll have to wait to see what surprises await us for exceptional performance.
Whether you fish the SKA tournament or want to fish like a tournament fisherman on the tour, the SC23 from SeaCraft has a lot of features that are going to make you happy.